Go.
Hi Paul and Diane, it's Patty and Todd, and we wanted to make this little video for you to show you what is happening in Pleasant Hill. So this is a sign that I made to show the neighbors how many pounds of food we grow a year. It's pretty fun because down the street is a grammar school, so kids walk by during the school year and they get a big kick out of it. And now the adults do too. So one of the things we wanted to show you was our new paint job of our gorgeous house. It took about, well, I think it's about 1,000 paint chips. I think Todd is voting for more like 50 to get it done, but we're very happy with the color. So as we walk around, the yard was lawn, and it's now been converted to mostly food. So as we walk along, we have an orange tree, we have a peach, an almond, an apricot.
So orange.
So this is the orange. It's called a cara, which is like a navel but a little bit more complex in flavor. It's sort of a pink meat. It's very nice.
We'll get back to the peach.
Peach color. Sorry.
You mentioned the peach over here, so we'll get back to that.
Yeah. This is watermelon. We had our first ripe watermelon last night. Could have used another couple of days on the vine, but
it was good.
It was really good. So I'm learning about how to tell when watermelons are ripe. It's a little tricky. Behind the watermelon we have 7 blueberries. They're different varieties. You can see they're done for the year. This area is sort of hot for them. These are a special variety though that should be able to handle the heat. So I'm still working on the watering for them. Also, we just moved them. They were in the backyard, so we just moved them in front. So this year we expected no production and we got very little, so that's to be expected. And then coming along, at the end of the yard, we have what we refer to as the espalier. It is incredibly eye-catching, and the neighbors are very intrigued by it. So essentially what we wanted to do was plant a lot of fruit trees in a small space. So with this technique we're able to plant 5 semi-dwarf trees in what's basically 40 square feet. So it's 20 feet long by what will be 2 feet wide. So what we have is a Fuji, a Bartlett pear, a Honeycrisp apple, a Bartlett Boss, and another another Fuji. So the way this will work is the branches will grow up the diagonals, and I tie them off. They will grow up the diagonal, and then most trees have this vertical one that will also grow up. So what will happen is as they grow out and up, next spring we'll cut these off halfway between, and that also will grow branches. So it will be this really pretty lattice work. It'll take about 5 years to get the trees tall enough, and then we'll let them fruit. So right now we'll pull off the blossoms, I pull off any suckers, any extra growth, which is a new learning for me to cut. I hate cutting. We also have corn for the first time. Corn's sort of difficult to grow organically, but we're giving it our best shot. The reason for that is it's very what they call a heavy feeder. So it takes lots and lots of nitrogen to keep it happy, but as you can see, I am succeeding in that. So that's fun. And then over here, we have the strawberry structure. So it's my 3rd year trying strawberries. The first 2 were total disasters. So we just decided to go big or go home, so we went big. So these are old pallets that we scavenged and scrounged, and then this is called coir, C-O-I-R. It's a coconut fiber, and I used that to make sort of the dish of the strawberries, and then we planted the strawberries in between, and then this is all the watering. So one of the great benefits is that it is a great bug deterrent, so we shouldn't have slugs and snails and not too many earwigs either. And as you can see, we're starting to get fruit. So the thing about strawberries is you're not supposed to let any flower bud until the 4th of July. So I just let them go at the 4th of July, and now As you can see, if Todd will just zoom over, we're starting to have some pinks. Todd ate his first strawberry yesterday.
Oh, it was good.
I had my first one a couple of days ago. They were delicious. So this is really fun, and it's also a huge conversation starter for the neighborhood. So that's great. And then as far as other trees go, just over here is an apricot that when we planted all of these trees last fall, that one died. I took it back, got a new one. So that one has a little bit slower start. And then scanning over, this is an almond. Your son is the biggest almond eater on the planet, and they're expensive. So we did the math, and one tree should, fingers crossed, be enough to feed him for the year. So that's would be a big cost savings. Plus, almond trees are really beautiful in the spring. And then the last one is the peach. A peach we got fruit off of this year. I think we got about 5 pounds, which is a lot for a first-year tree. It was a little much. It probably had, oh, I don't know, 75 pieces of fruit. So I had to pull off about 60 of them. So we got a little bit of fruit, but not a lot. And then in these other sort of bald areas in the yard, I put in melons, just basically to deter cats and give us more food. So this is a watermelon. And then just over here, we have a Crenshaw. I've never eaten a Crenshaw, but it's very happy, and there's a piece of fruit coming on. There's actually a lot of fruit on this, but here's a Crenshaw, still green. It will be bright yellow when it's fruit, and there's probably a half dozen more in there that are still little tiny. So that's going to be fun. And I think that covers it for the front. Todd, do you have any, did I forget anything?
This is a beneficial plant, right?
Yeah, this is a beneficial. This is called Gaillardia. I have a lot of it in the front. Mostly it's beneficial because it's very attractive to bees. So we have a lot of beneficials here. So we also have a lot of lavender that's time is done for the year. But what it does is it attracts bees here, and then the bees are incented to get on the melons, get on the strawberries, things where they aren't quite as enticed. So we lure them to the neighborhood, and then they have other things to pollinate.
Onto the backyard?
Onto the backyard.